YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss problems on circular motion part 4. ఈ వీడియోను మొదటిసారిగా చూసేవారు దయచేసి లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. మీ యొక్క అమూల్యమైన అభిప్రాయాలను తప్పక మా కామెంట్ సెక్షన్లో తెలియచేయండి. Okay, let us go to the today's session, problems on circular motion part 4. Go to the first. In this question, the centripetal force is required by a 1000 kilogram car that take a turn of 50 meters at a speed of 36 kilometer per hour is. Here we have to calculate the centripetal force. So the given mass 1000 kilogram and radius 50 meters and speed 36 kilometer per hour. Let us go to the solution. Here given mass m is equals to 1000 kilogram and radius r is equals to 50 meters and v they given as 36 kilometer per hour. Converting into meters per second should multiply by 5 by 18. 18 ones are 18 twos are 5 twos are 10 meters per second. Now we are finding the centripetal force. Centripetal force Fc is equals to mv square by r. Substituting the values, m nothing but 1000, v square nothing but 10 whole square nothing but 10 into 10, r 50. So 0 0 gets cancels, 5 ones are 5 twos are 2 into 1000, 2000 newtons. This is the centripetal force required by 1000 kilogram car that take a turn of radius 50 meters at a speed of 36 kilometer per hour. So therefore the final answer is centripetal force Fc is equals to 2000 newtons. Okay, this is the final answer. Next, let's go to the second question. A stone of mass 0.5 kilogram is attached to a string of length L 2 meters and is whirled in a horizontal circle. If the string can withstand a tension of 9 newtons, the maximum velocity with which the stone can be whirled. Here we have to calculate the maximum velocity. Let us go to the solution. In this question, they given mass 0.5 kilogram. Here this is, suppose this is the stone is attached mass 0.5 kilogram and it is length 2 meters, L is equals to 2 meters, that is equals to, we are taking here a radius r. Next the given tension nothing but a normal force, that is T maximum, they given as 9 newtons. So either a centripetal force maximum, here we are taking that is the tension 9 newtons they given, that is T maximum. So T maximum is equals to 9 newtons. Maximum velocity we have to find out. So F centripetal force maximum is equals to mv square, here maximum velocity, by r. So that is equals to T maximum is equals to mv square maximum by r. Now we are substituting the values. T maximum nothing but 9 they given and m is equals to 0.5 kilogram, we can written as 1 by 2. For our convenience we are writing 1 by 2, either 1 by 2 or 0.5 equal into v maximum. Here we have to find out the value of velocity, maximum velocity v square we have to calculate by 4. Now next, 9 is equals to v square maximum velocity square by 2 into 2, 4. So that is it. Now taking cross multiplication, v square is equals to 9 4 36. V max is it, that is nothing but maximum velocity. The square it going this comes under a root. Root 36 is 6. So V max is equals to 6 meters per second. Therefore, final maximum velocity. So that is maximum velocity is equals to 6 meters per second. This is the final answer. Okay, next we will go to the next question. A car is moving with a speed of 30 meters per second on a circular path of radius 500 meters. If its speed is increasing at a rate of 2 meters per second square, the net acceleration of the car is, here we have to calculate the total acceleration of the car. Let us go to the solution. Now given V is equals to 30 meters per second and R they given as 500 meters, and here increasing at a rate of 2 meters per second square, that is tangential acceleration, that is they given as 2 meters per second square. Now we are finding the centripetal acceleration or radial acceleration, V square by R. V they given as 30. Now we are substituting the values. V nothing but, that implies either AC or AR we can take. So AC is equals to V square nothing but 30 into 30 by R nothing but they given as 500. So 0 0 and 0 0 gets cancels. AC is equals to, we are getting 9 by 5. 5 1 ja 5 and 5 8 ja 40. AC we are getting 1.8 meters per second square. And next, now AT is equals to, they given as 2 meters per second square, and AC is equals to 1.8 meters per second square. Now we are calculating net acceleration, that is total acceleration is equals to A total nothing but total acceleration or net acceleration is equals to AT square plus AR square, that is equals to under root of 2 square plus 1.8 whole square. So that is equals to root of 4 plus 1.8 whole square 3.24. So that is equals to root of 7.24. Root 7.4 is approximately 2.7 meters per second square. This is A total. So therefore the last final answer is net acceleration is equals to 2.7 meters per second square. This is the final answer. Okay, next we will go to the next question. Fourth one, the angular frequency of a fan increases from 30 rpm to 60 rpm in pi seconds. RPM nothing but rotations per minute, 30 to 60 they given in pi seconds. A dust particle is present at a distance of 20 centimeters from the axis of rotation. The tangential acceleration of the particle in pi seconds is, here we have to calculate the tangential acceleration. Let us go to the solution. Here the given, here angular frequency they given increases from 30 to 60. One is 30, the other one is 60. Now first we will write omega 1 is equals to, they given as 30 rpm. Converting 30 into 2 pi by 60. So this 30 into rotations per minute, 2 pi by minute nothing but 60. 31 ja 32 ja 2 2s cancel, so pi. Now next omega 2 is equals to 60 rpm. So that is equals to 60 into 2 pi by 60. 60 60 gets cancels, 2 pi. Now next they given as r is equals to 20 centimeters. Converting into meters, 20 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. And now we had to calculate alpha, and then we had to calculate tangential acceleration. Next, alpha is equals to omega 2 minus omega 1 by delta t. Change in angular velocity by change in time. So that is equals to omega 2, now we calculated as 2 pi. Omega 1 is pi. By delta t they given as pi seconds. So 2 pi minus pi, pi. Pi by pi how much? 1. So alpha is equals to 1 radian by second square. Now tangential acceleration at is equals to alpha into here alpha into r, or alpha nothing but here alpha into r. Alpha 1, r they given as 20 into 10 to the power of minus 2. So this can be written as 20 10 to the power of minus 200. So 0 0 gets cancels, 2 by 10. 2 by 10 can be written as 0.2. So this is a t. So last we are getting tangential acceleration at is equals to 0.2 meters per second square. This is the final answer. So here I am writing, therefore at is equals to 0.2 meters per second square. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. Fifth one. A car is moving in a circular horizontal track of radius 10 meters with a constant speed of 10 meters per second square. A plumb bomb is suspended from the roof of the car by string of length 1 meters. The angle made by the string with vertical is. So suppose here we are taking this inclined position. Here this is the object is resolving into, one is making an angle theta, and this is tangential acceleration, that is theta, and F centrifugal force, and weight is acting vertically downwards. So F net is now let us come to the solution. F net is equals to 0. Here tan theta is equals to V square by R G. V they given as 10 meters per second, and R they given as 10 meters, and G they given as 10 meters per second square. Now substituting the values, V square nothing but 10 into 10, or nothing but 10, and G also 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 cancel 1. So tan theta is equals to 1. This can be written as tan 45 value 1. So in the place of 1 we are writing 45. Therefore angle made by the string with vertical is theta is equals to 45 degrees. This is the final answer. Theta is equals to 45 degrees. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. Sixth one. One end of a string of length 1 is here length, this is a L. L is connected to a particle of mass m and other to a small peg on a smooth horizontal table, if the particle moves in a circle with a speed v, the net force on the particle directed towards the center. So for example, this is the table and this particle, this is the string of length is revolving here in the circular formation, and this is the center is centripetal force. Now let us go to the solution. Directed towards the center, and here the given length is equals to L and mass is equals to m, speed they given as v. We have to calculate net force. Net force is equal to question mark. Here the net force towards center, that is Fc mv square by centripetal force is equals to mv square by r. R they given as L. So this is equals to net force. That is net force, nothing but here we are taking as a tension. So centripetal, the net force towards center Fc, centripetal force is equals to tension. So this Fc is equals to T, or we can write it as T is equals to Fc. This is the net force on the particle is equals to towards center is equals to centripetal force, that is equals to tension. Okay. T is equals to Fc, that is net force towards center. Fc, centripetal force, is equals to tension. Okay, next we will go to the next question. Next question, seventh one. A cyclist is moving on a smooth horizontal curved surface with a speed of 5 meters per second. If the angle of learning is 30 degrees, then you have to calculate the radius of curvature of the road should be. Here you have to calculate the radius of curvature. Now let us go to the solution. Here the given speed v is equal to 5 meters per second and theta is equals to 30 degrees, and now we are calculating the radius of curvature. So r is equal to question mark. Tan theta is equals to v square by rg. Tan theta nothing but they given as tan 30. Tan 30 is equals to v nothing but 5 into 5 by rg. R we have to calculate g value 9.8. Tan 30 is equals to 1 by root 3. Since tan 30 is equals to 1 by root 3. So substituting tan 30 value here, 1 by root 3 is equals to 5 into by r into 9.8. So this is 1 by root 3, 5 5s are 25 by r into 9.8. Now taking cross multiplication, r into 9.8 is equals to 25 into root 3. So r is equals to 25 into root 3 nothing but 1.732. Since root 3 is equals to 1.732 by 9.8. 25 into 1.732 becomes 43.3 by 9.8. So finally radius of curvature r is equals to, we are getting 4.41. Here they given as in terms of meters. So meters, r is equals to 4.41 meter. This is the final answer. Okay. Thanks for watching this video.